would say the biggest thing, hanging around, especially Pepe Romero and Christopher Parkening was this way too. They both showed us how they file their nails.
That's
And
another question I was going to ask you about was
yeah,
how do you file your nails? Because kind
well,
of like a selfish reason, I guess. Because my
yeah,
fingernails are a little bit thin, not super. I guess they've gotten a little bit thicker over the years, but they also grow very curved. So
yeah.
I've through trial and error, I've had to figure out how to file my nails down.
Well, I don't. I have the kind of a buffing thing here. It's not really a file, but I can say this. I think part of it is the angle at which your finger
Hmm.
is to file, and what Pepe was saying is find what that angle is, and then make sure your whole nail kind of conforms to that. And what that means is, if you look at your fingernail that way, it's flat that way, but when you look at it this way, it follows the
Hmm.
curvature of your finger. Now that angle depends a lot on whether or not you've got a fingernail that kind of a flesh that kind of comes up this way, or like mine, it's a little bit more like a little sausage up there. So, and my fingernails are a little bit like what you're talking. So the angle is both has to do with how my nail joins the skin, but also the fact that it's curved. And so, if I find that angle, to me, it's about like that. Is where
I
I'm
see.
sitting.
Yeah.
That's yeah. And then the other thing I do, this is actually one of those things that wasn't out there in the day, but you can get this at the local beauty shop. This is all different grit to kind of put that final.
Yeah, I have something similar, except mine's in the shape of a diamond,
Yeah,
or sorry, triangle. I mean.
yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and I've started as a basic file to shape my nails now. I think some of the new glass that have kind of an acid etched
That's
rough surface.
That's what I have is the a glass file. Yeah, those work really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I can what I have to do for my index and middle finger, I actually round the nail not to conform to the finger.
hmm
It does like a rounded so it's longer on this end than it is on this end.
yes. Now a lot of classical players do what you just described. Mine really, and I think it's a combination of nail shape and everything. If I could quite, you can't quite see that, but my nails aren't
Hmm.
sticking up much beyond the flesh.
Right,
For instance, if I wanted to, I can sound kind of fleshy or naily
right.
by how I. The other thing I'm doing when I do that is in my voice, I'm making vowels like
Hmm.
oh, I just realized I was constricting my throat a little bit when I was doing that.
Right.
So those to me, those different vowels that you have color the sound, and I think one of the biggest problems I had because my ring fingernail, and I think this is true of a lot of people, is the least like the others.
Yep.
So I had to teach, and the way I did it was I would kind of make those two fingers like like they were a team of horses, play pairs of notes until they sounded the same.
Hmm.
And then I could finally quit ring only, but use this one to kind of teach that one how to move. It didn't want to
Right.
move the same way. And then when I got around Lenny, I really realized how much his ring finger was like very often where the melody was.
Right.
So the voice of the ring finger and being distinct from the voice of the others to get melody versus chord.
Yeah, I find that I have to grow my pinky finger a little bit longer than the rest.
He has to do the harmonic kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it has a little bit more of a plinky sound. It's not quite as round as the rest of the fingers.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I use that stuff a lot, but it's not a part of my core.
right.
I use it more like an orchestra might write a celeste part in,
Hmm.
whereas with Lenny, that harmonic and the pinky finger are really woven into the way he played. It's his voice.
Yeah, 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 for sure. Well, thanks for all that information on the nails. Like you even got into it more than I expected.